is Karabo Setjie. There have been challenges, I think, more especially within our project. I think some of them that are more, in the forefront are when you're working in such an industry, there's a lot of people or stakeholders that are involved within such a project. When you're working within the construction sector holistically, there's a lot of engagements of community. There's people that are beneficiaries that they get the end product of what you guys are building or what we're developing here. So with all those things that happen within projects being within a community, it also comes with its own challenges. I think the most recent challenges that we've been facing now is the issue of invasions. When you build houses and you've handed them over to the department, and there's a process of trying to get those houses to the linked beneficiaries to be allocated correctly, there's always external elements of invasion that happened in projects, and we are unfortunate to be one of those projects which have been hit with one of those. Another common issue that we see that is also around the area is on the project, more especially on our side, is the issue of zamazamas and the activities around the zamazamas that are moving up and down. The accessibility of zamazamas on the site has had many challenges on its own, outside of them being a danger to and being a risk to the team that implement the project, but also most importantly is the people that walk in and out, and the laborers and all those common people that go in and out and ensure that the project or the product that we're delivering is delivered on time. So it comes with its own challenges, but outside of that, on a more structural or more engineering basis, there's also issues of zamazamas of when they do their mining activities, they destabilize the grounds that you're working on. You have issues of damaged infrastructure, by pipes, by the pipes that you've installed, the roads that you've done, them being on the site when they're digging underground, some of the ground becomes unstable and some of those infrastructures collapse. So those are challenges that we mainly are facing on the project, and that are mostly faced by projects that are within spaces where such elements are there on site. So I think the work that we do really it's really great when you see the impact that it leaves on families and people that really need this infrastructure that we're developing or that we're constructing and building. I mean, when I remember quite a few months ago when we did the allocations, we successfully were able to allocate 106 beneficiaries to date. When you see the faces of these people that are receiving the keys, and you see the faces of the kids, the elderly that are receiving the keys, and the excitement and seeing that they're going to own a house, really that you can't really put value on it. It encourages you, it allows you to wake up every morning with a goal and a mandate to ensure that you always put your best foot forward, because you know that the people that you're doing it for, really it's groundbreaking for them, because it's life-changing for them. So yeah, those are some of the successes that I can say. I mean, the bulk infrastructure that we're able to develop, we recently, 2 years ago, were able to complete a bulk sewer pump station, which allows for us to accommodate the sewer that is still coming from the development that we're going to be developing over the course of the years, and also assist within the local community now with the shortfalls that they have with the infrastructure. So there's a lot of impacts that we leave on the ground outside of really the monetary value, but what we're doing changes lives, and that really keeps us going in this work in the field that we're doing. The community engagement becomes extremely crucial, because when the project is on a community, in communities, those essentially are your benefactors of the project. Those are people that need to be employed. They need to benefit from the projects in many ways. They need to benefit through employment, which is more crucial in the short term, but in the long term, when we're done with the project, they need to be the custodian of a product which is of high quality. So it's extremely important to involve communities in the project from the beginning all the way to the end, to give them updates, to give them comfort, and to ensure that you're not always going to get things correctly. Those engagements with the community are also a self-check or a self-audit to make sure that wherever shortfalls are, wherever there's oversight, where it could be issues of employment, it could be issues of community engagement and community programs where you can uplift the community. The community engagement then comes in more crucially to ensure that as you go along, you are ticking all those boxes and making sure that you leave a wider impact and not necessarily being narrow-minded and only looking at the project and when it's going to end. There's a wider range of social economic issues that also need to be attended to, which as an entity within the space, you also need to ensure that you're able to attend to those needs. So yeah, those really community engagement is extremely crucial in that aspect.